This video is not suitable for audiences under 13 years of age.
Kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Titan Slayer. Godlike.
Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look at some more test server action. This weekend's test server, we're taking a look at a damage rework for the Redeemers. We have increased healing for the Mender and the Weyland. And we've also have the damage reduction for the Storm. In addition to that, we're looking again at the drones themselves. And we're going to hop into a game and see how this all performs. Also, I've found out that the test server finally has the Nodons and the Cyclones on it, so we'll be running that. So let's just quickly go through here. I'm not going to go through all the changes. I'm sure you've seen them already, but we'll see how they are affecting the actual gameplay. But let's quickly look at the drones. Go over the drones here. I haven't spent the time to really set up these drones. You can see I only have one drone here that actually has any of the microchips on it. I can't be bothered to try to set these things up. It just takes way too much time. And I unfortunately have a very busy day. I just don't have the time to go through. It's taken me probably about a half an hour already to set up what I currently have with this drone, as well as my bots, and I put 2 pilots on them. Again, I couldn't be... I didn't have the time to go through and set up another three bots with their full-on pilots. So I'm running 3 bots without pilots, only 2 bots with. The 2 pilots I am running, I won't go back to the same screen, but I'm running the Aojun pilot as well as the Leech pilot. But as for the drones, I just wanted to set up one single drone here. So we're going to look at the Wasp. The Wasp had the most battery power available to it. So I've equipped 3 of the gold or the tier 4 microchips and 1 of the blue, which is a tier 2. That filled me up with the 30 power that I currently have. I bought a whole bunch of blue ones because what I had wanted to do was they have in here, once you go and select, you see combined microchips. So I wanted to see what this was all about. I wanted to see how it worked. So I bought a whole bunch of the blue ones here to combine them. But you see, I click on combine microchips and it does absolutely nothing. So far, even though the buttons here, it seems that functionality is not in the game yet. So I just went ahead and I installed some of these microchips on this one bot, and we'll see how it performs. So if I just happen to look at the information on these, so this first one here, it has a 500 meter range. The chip allows your drone to deal high damage over a long distance. The drone can shoot independent of the robot. So it's basically target seeking cannon on the actual drone itself. The second one down here, oops. These buttons are not very well laid out. So go back into the Wasp here. Click on the microchip here. Liberating intensifier. As long as robot is immune to lockdown effect, it increases its output damage. So it's essentially, if it gets locked down, the time duration after being locked down, it gets an increased output of damage. And the other one here I have here is Lockdowner. Enables all of the robot's weapons to apply lockdown. And similar to the blue one over here, I have Freezer and enables the robot's weapons to apply freeze. So whatever bot I put this on, it will lock down, it will freeze, and it will have more increased damage from the drone, as well as increased damage if it reaches an immune state of being locked down. Or suppressed. I can't remember what. I think it was suppressed. Anyways, so let's just go back here in the hangar and let's hop in the game and see how it goes. So what bot do I want to run this on? You know what? The Fenrir will probably last the longest. So I'm going to try maybe save the drone, that one specific drone for the Fenrir. Hopefully it'll let me into battle, because you know sometimes in the hangar it won't let you actually search for a battle if you have weapon slots. Well, no, it will let you drop a bot without any weapons. So it'll let you drop drones without any microchips on them as well. So just basically fly around and do absolutely nothing for you. All right, so we found a match here. We are on Valley and Team Deathmatch. Okay, so let's go in with A. And let's start with the Mender. And let's just run one of these other drones here. It's going to do absolutely nothing. So we have atomizers and quarkers on this. I was actually kind of hoping for like a beacon rush, to be honest. It would let me get into situations where I can better test. So it looks like we have the leeching over there. We have an Aojun coming in. I'm going to start healing. I'm trying to heal you, buddy. You're flying away from me. Well, I'm worried like you're jumping away from me, so he must have a jump module on there. Oh, one thing I did notice about this test server, and I have to double check because I can't remember what it was, but there was, I don't think quantum radar was available as an option for active modules. There was one of the active modules. I can't remember if it was quantum radar, if it was something else. Phase shift was definitely available. Advanced healing was available. Jump module was available. Try to heal this guy up. So the healing seems to be putting it a lot more pulses and do a little bit more healing on it. Let's see if I can get this Aojun over here. There we go. Got a kill. Nice. I'm going to heal my friend up here, my teammate. 2, 4, 5, 6 pulses. 7. So the Mender used to do 4 pulses, and now it does 7, which is a good change. I used to love running my Mender, and I basically had to shelve it. Oop, I think that guy's getting leached. Oh, that guy's just... There we go. I killed him anyways. Heal these guys. Well, I really do like the Quarker and the Atomizer setup on the Mender. And it does make this a little bit more of a viable bot now. So I'm going to heal myself here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to try to get this Loki. I can hit him at the same level. But there's so much lag right now. I'm overheating. I'm going to heal myself up. I'm waiting this... Trying to hit him. I'm not getting a hit marker, but... Alright, so let's see. Can I finally get him? No. And my teammates go gap for him. Heal my teammate here. Yeah, I really used to love running my Mender. It was one of my favorite bots until I had to basically shelve it after the shotgun nerf. But maybe these Quarkers and the Atomizer, I might have to pull it out of my storage. Because I really, really used to love running this bot. That and my Fenrir, I used to love running it too. Why is this guy not taking any damage? Is he leeching somebody? I don't see. And he's leeching. He's phase shifting now. He's coming after me. I'm dead. Alright, so let's drop the Weyland. Let's test its healing. And we are getting our butts kicked here. Let's heal up here. Okay, so there is a bug. This is what I saw yesterday. And there's something, a bug, either with a combination of the drones and the leeches, but the leeches do not lose their ability, which makes it completely pointless to even try to test the test server if this crap is going to happen. Alright, so actually let's go back. Let's put the leech in myself. Drop this drone with it. If everybody else is running invincible leeches, I might as well try to do the same thing. Now you just watch. My ability will probably wear off. Yeah, see, how is everybody else's ability not wearing off? Mine did. So there must be some combination of a specific drone or microchips that causes this, I'll just say, utter stupidity. Pixonic, again, at its best, not able to put together a half-decent test server. You know, if there is this kind of a bug, like, just stop it so people can't even use leeches on the test server. Like you can see, look, there's Titans already out. Nothing I can do but just try to run around this corner. So yeah, I'm not going to play any more games. Actually, this is completely ridiculous. You're having invulnerable leeches that their abilities don't wear off. See, watch. I bet you this guy's ability is not going to wear off either. Come on, I'm trying to get my healing back here. Alright. Let's drop my Titan at least. Maybe I can actually kill some of these guys. Get rid of their invulnerable leeches. And I'm being suppressed. If you want to hit me, you're going to have to come into stealth. Stupid Ausians everywhere. And of course, I hate people who are running the Lokis on the test server. They do it only as a means to troll. That's all they do. And I wanted to test this against other Titans because I have the Candle Reactor, but because of the stupidity Pixonic has done with these invulnerable leeches, I know people are saying they're cheats, but there's not. There's some bug or glitch between the drones and the actual leech ability. So let's look at the Redeemers here. At least I got a kill. Phase shift. Again, that leech ability. See? That leech ability, still. I'm trying to line up that. And he's jumping in on me. Somehow I'm still alive, but it won't last for very much longer. I gotta reload my Redeemers here. I'd like to get that Loki if I can, but... Oh, there's crap, there's an Arthur over there. Now, where is everybody else? There's the Arthur there. There's nobody behind me. Oh, there's that guy over there. Looks like that's a Titan, too. Alright, I'm just going to have to back up here. I know this is a bad move because I'm right now in the enemy's territory. Phase shift. Try to get out of here. What we're going to try to do is get to this tunnel if I can. Okay, going to flight. Come on, fly out of there, bugger. All I'm trying to do now is just stay alive. Again, invulnerable piece of crap leeches. That's all this is. This tester is just filled with invulnerable leeches. Anyways, that was a crapshoot. Like, sorry guys, but it's... Pixonic seems to be completely incapable of throwing together a test server that doesn't have massive bugs in it. The last few test servers have just been absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, that is what it is. Like I said, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. This game, especially lately, I say even ever since the release of Titans, is just essentially a joke. I mean, at times I really feel like what's the point in even playing anymore? But to give my honest feedback, I don't even know if we're going to get to the end screen. I've been having this a lot on the live server lately. I just sit on the splash screen here, and sometimes it'll take a couple minutes before you even get to the end game stats. Sometimes I'll just kick right back to hangar, or even the device crashes itself. Anyway, so my thoughts. I think drones are just way too complicated. They're complicated right now, and they haven't even introduced the feature to combine microchips yet. And when they do, it's going to be extremely complicated. It's going to be cumbersome to set up. The test server is going to be cumbersome to set up your own individual hangars. I just think drones are a big mistake. Not because they're overpowered, just because they're confusing as heck. As for whether they're needed, no, drones are not needed at all. The bots, the weapons, the titans, they're all powerful enough as it is. We don't need more. I know they're trying to find a means to earn more money, but they're really starting. No, not starting. They have killed their game. And the people who are playing are just playing because they've invested so much time and some people money into this thing that it's just hard for them to leave. And, at some point, people are just going to get fed up and leave because to me, it's a game of gimmicks now. It's not a game of skill. You have a Ravana with its pilot, and there's you put phase shift on it, combined with Clever Survivor or whatever it's called, as well as Foolhardy Quartermaster. You're looking at a bot that can phase shift or go into Transcendence 10, 11 times before finally you'll run out of anything and somebody can actually hit you. And that's not the reason to nerf the Storms. The Storms are fine on just about any other bot, except for the Ravana. And yes, possibly the Scorpion. But you can try and counter the Scorpion in a little bit other ways. Like the Scorpion only has a 50% resistance when it comes in. And if you know there's a Scorpion on the field, you can set yourself up in such a situation that he or she doesn't surprise you. And I've had that recently quite a number of times in the last few days, where I've been able to attract a Scorpion. I've purposely gone away from the crowd because I know it was a Scorpion. I get within 350 meters, I turn my back, and all of a sudden he comes right in front of me. And I can usually, if not take him out, I can surprise him enough that I can hit him as quickly as he can hit me, and he or she will just completely teleport back, usually at a loss of about half of its health. So as long as you have some situational awareness, you can counter the Scorpion. The Ravana you're just trying to time it for when all of his abilities run out, which is completely flawed gameplay in my opinion. So yeah, as you can see, it looks like I'm not going to get into the end game stats. Drones, axe it. Doesn't need it. I don't want it. I have no intention of even putting anything into drones. I don't want the situation where the drones are going to cost you power cells just to deploy them. And the way it is right now, you can't deploy a bot without picking a drone if you have drones available to you. So that means even if you want to conserve power cells, you can't because you're forced to drop a drone. So for me to counteract that, if I want to save my power cells, I'm just not going to build drones at all. I don't want them equipped. I don't want them in my hangar, and because I don't feel they're going to really add to my personal gameplay, my personal enjoyment of the game. I might be wrong, and I'll be the first one to admit it if I'm wrong. But I don't agree that you are forced to drop a drone, and thereby you're forced to spend power cells. If you want to make it so maybe you have to use power cells to build your drone, well, I don't agree with that either, but I don't want to be in a situation where I'm forced to use power cells just to put it on the field. I think that's completely a wrong way to go. And I've given Pixonic my feedback on this and other topics. I know Pixonic is hell-bent on putting these drones into the game. They've already said in public live streams that it's going to be coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And most of us are just going to have to find a way to live with it, find a way to either get around the issues. And the other concern I have is there's many players out there who don't have a vast amount of power cells. And they would like to use the power cells. And I'm not talking about those people who just use power cells all the time and they just burn them all. I'm talking about players who actually use them conservatively. But because we don't get as many in the events, we don't get as many in the operations. Actually, I think this past operation, I don't think we even have any in there. I think we have gold, we have silver, and we have platinum, and we have the event coins. We don't have keys, and I don't think we have power cells, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. But beyond that, you can get them in the black market if you're really lucky. If you save up 1,000 keys, you can get the 5,000 one out of the gold chest. You can get them from the arena if you decide to want to gamble gold. You can get a small amount out of the league crates. So, but there really is no way to truly farm power cells. And the amount of power cells you go through is so much more than the power cells you gain. And now they're adding yet another mechanism in the game where you're going to use power cells without getting any more power cells. And for those who are always on the cusp of having power cells or not, what happens when you run out and you're forced to pick a drone to drop? Does that mean it's also forcing you to use gold since you don't have any power cells? Which I think is a big, big no-no. And one of these days in the test server, I'm going to see what happens if I use up all my power cells and then I have a game and I have to deploy a drone. I'm not sure what is going to happen, if they're going to let me drop a drone, if they're just going to let me drop my regular robot and not a drone, or if they're just going to force you to use gold. A lot of unknowns, but for me to test that thing out, I have to play quite a number of games just to burn through all the power cells that Pixonic gives you on the test server. So I don't have the time to do it this weekend, but maybe next weekend, if I can carve off a couple hours, I'll go through and I'll just try to burn as much power cells as I can to see what happens when I go drop in the game and I don't have any. Anyways, those are my thoughts for this test server. Please give me your comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you happen to like this content. Subscribe. And until next time, cause some mayhem on the field for me.